Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to dig into something that's, well, pretty foundational to our legal system, the actual building blocks of the rules we all live by. Now, it might sound a little, legal-ish and complex, but stick with me. By the end of this short explainer, it's all going to make perfect sense.
I mean, we all follow rules every day, right? But have you ever just stopped and thought, wait a minute, where do these written laws actually come from? Who gets to make them, and what makes them official? That's the exact question we're going to dive into. To get to the bottom of that, we have to start with one really important word at the heart of it all: statutes. So, what in the world are they? Okay, so here's the official textbook definition. A statute is a written record of laws passed by a legislature or parliament. Yeah, I know, sounds a little dry, maybe a bit academic, but trust me, every single word in that sentence packs a punch. So let's just boil that down to its simplest form. A statute is basically the official written down rule. That's it. It's not some idea floating out there. It's not a tradition. It's a real concrete document that gives a law its power. All right, so we've got the basic idea down. Now let's pop the hood and see what this thing is made of. We're going to take a look at the anatomy of a law. You can almost think of it like, well, like a recipe. A statute has a few key ingredients you absolutely have to have for it to work. Okay, so first ingredient, you've probably heard the word act thrown around a lot. An act is really just the official title for that written law. So, when you hear something like the Civil Rights Act, that's the formal name of that particular statute. It's the title on the book. So who actually gets to write this rule book? That's where the legislature comes in. And look, this isn't just any random group of people. These are the folks we elect, the official body, like a parliament or Congress, that has the actual power to pass these laws. They're the designated rule makers. But out of all those parts, this next one is maybe the most important: the fact that it's a written record. Think about that. This isn't just some verbal agreement. By putting a law in writing, it becomes permanent. It's clear. Anyone can go look it up. There's no more guessing about what the rule really is. Okay, so we've got the definition, we've looked at the parts, but what about the so what? Why does any of this matter to you and me in our day-to-day lives? Let's talk about the real-world impact. There's one word that really sums up why statutes have so much power. They are binding. Just think about that word for a second. Binding. And here's what that really means. Because they are binding, they must be followed. That's the key. This is the magic ingredient that turns a piece of paper into an actual enforceable law. So here's the bottom line. The most important thing to remember from all this: statutes are not suggestions. They're not optional guidelines. They are the rules for everyone. That means you, me, small businesses, massive corporations, even the government itself. It's the one rule book that everyone in a society has to play by. And that leads to one last big question, right? If statutes are the official rules of the game, well, who's the referee? Who's the one blowing the whistle and making sure everybody actually follows these rules? That is a great question, and one we'll have to tackle another time.